Hey everyone, it's Rose Crystal, and I'm back in another Danganronpa 2 Dead by Despair episode. Last time, we went down to a beach party with the girls, only to find Mahiru dead in the beach house, and we had to do yet another investigation. The killing game had begun again. So, last time we did the investigation, and now we're back to everyone's favorite portion, the class trial. So without any further ado, let's begin. No! Let me go! Help me! Oh, he's gonna do something crazy to me! I'll be ruined!
Who are you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita!
Stop
Hey,
it!
stop rushing those girls! What's going on? Hyoko's trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap around her full and Nelson.
Damn it!
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain! Making me waste my sweet time. But there's other fun to go besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. This is me. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, jeez! Someone's wrecked. His anger changes form. I'm right here. Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway!
Everyone's here, so let's depart for now. I would laugh my butt off if that was the actual form, like when we went to the trial room and he still had that as a sprite.
See ya later!
I'll go first, one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some
We don't have
spirit.
power, harass your latent energy. Come on, bring up that energy.
This too must be the will of causality.
So it begins, the beginning of the ends. Now, let's see where spirits hide, so one day find that shining hope. That's right, I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Indeed. And once again, let's enter.
you're so
Oh no, I haven't
evil!
seen it such a bad taste. The worst, lowest, most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and more awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason my breathing was short, and I eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit swallowing in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Well, that's not good, Hajime. Start breathing again, please. But yeah, I get what you feel. I get how you feel. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by standing firmly on my legs, and after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakens. And then it stopped altogether. Aim! Defeat the boring routine!
So...
I've decided to start redecorating. As a look, Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it? It's
Impossible!
not like I let it think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially this killing time is just to kill time anyway.
You...
Kill time?
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose! That alone is my purpose! My
Like...
purpose is only giving me a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest one in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial with all in your hearts! It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Kozumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't really want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial dealing with hope and despair has begun. Indeed, and that is all the intro we need. Let's go right in. You know, after we set our skills. Then again, I didn't really buy a lot of skills, then again I can just do this, and... Forgot, you don't get it from partners anymore. You just buy it for Isami. So... I'll trade in, that's the only skill I can get, which is Neutral Liberation. You don't really need all these skills, but if you really want to like have like little benefits throughout the trial, I suggest getting them. So, Neutral Liberation. And without any further ado, let's begin.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome Murder Case.
What? Who cares about that game?
Well, this is what we gotta discuss, so it has to be done.
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Yep.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Characters in the game are Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. The high school girl that got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll declaring the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character players able to control was Girl A. To trade in Girl A, it's probably... With that stuttering tone, it's Mikon.
I see! Girl A is probably Mikon Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights!
And I know who Girl B is, obviously.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Chuck, you swore! You innocent bean!
Huh?
I better not hear you curse again. She right, the one who said that was Girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me!
Well, you can't deny that you're short.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, I'm personalized, hyper, energetic, and unique. That was Ibuki,
I
no
see.
doubt about it.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday!
Hey!
Let's move on to Girl D.
I love her already. I love people who throw puns at me. Girl D, that's the only person who always had a camera with them, and that is Mahiru.
I see! Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Fuyuhiko.
I see! Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice, it's true that I have a hunch, but call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice is probably because he had a little sister.
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
Well, that's kinda obvious.
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Aw, shoot. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character I see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is the high school girl who died at the beginning.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me?
Shut up, Nagito.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh?
Well, it's not exactly the most easiest thing to accept, honestly.
Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
Sounds about right.
And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Misato.
Could it be the same Misato who likes white rice?
Not too sure about that.
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
Well, that's pretty obvious too.
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Alright, Peanut Gallery, cram it.
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
Well, it's getting killed.
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Because Girl E was the killer.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
That pretty much sums it all up.
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
That part's also true.
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the deals in the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who's waiting in the hallway, is the killer. And what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I just need to clear that up first. And finally, we're getting into our first non-stop debate. So what did she do? Let's figure it out.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
But it's not the window.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Which they were.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shut.
But it was not the window, it was the broken gate.
No, that's wrong!
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, She locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
Girl.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit, which means I'll feel disgusting.
Oh my god, stop it.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Non-conventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-theft base. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot at them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your stamina will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is gentle, white noise won't appear at. You get the gist, right? Here's the way of getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I had this guy named Gun something. Everything is skill that increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wouldn't know who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Why are we going larger?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
That's exactly what I just said.
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
That could be possible with this.
I agree with that.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all! And gravel is impossible! It's too small to be a weapon!
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it can make an effective weapon.
True, because you could use it like a, like a bat. Like, kind of motion. I'm not sure how to put it into words.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Objection!
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone.
And yes, I play Ace Attorney.
To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Mikan? Dude, that's not... No.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Right now, the person I can think of is that guy. Guy F.
I see!
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
But we're not focused on the Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. We're talking about Mahiru's murder case.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember! That's obvious! Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen!
Even if I don't remember, I already know! It's obvious that guy is the killer! No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko!
Whoa. Tone out the language, please.
Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
That's what I've been saying. No, the game minds that they're probably related. In actuality, it's important to share a point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder, and that was the metal bat.
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
That is very true.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Kyoko?
What?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Alright. I mean, Hiyoko does keep pushing the fact that Fuyuhiko could be the killer.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Are you really sure? Because your footprints
No,
deny
that's
it all.
wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
Don't decide that based on ugliness!
They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house, which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Alright, I'm sorry about not putting in commentary. I'm just trying to think of like the map of the beach house because Mahiru was in front of the roadside door, so I'm assuming it was like at the very right side, and then the beach house door. Was that really turned around? Hold on. Coming around. Yeah, it was. Okay.
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Ronnie!
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Yep.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
It's funny that Fuyuhiko says that.
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Are you sure about that, Hiyoko?
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh shoot. What? You saw Mahiru and me see each other? So where's your proof? Tell me more details like I understand.
Damn it!
Shoot.
I did go to the beach, but only during my— I didn't go—
Then you didn't meet at the beach house?
Obviously not! Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
Are you really sure about that?
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. I thought we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I'd like to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Seems as someone wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. Maybe that's our respecting us for no reason. Yoko Saijoni.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Oh, that's right, she
Me
was
and
running.
Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really
probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
Is that really true, though?
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that, too.
The only place to think of where Hyoko was hiding like that place, right? The only thing I can think of is the closet.
Here!
The place where Hyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
Well, that's true.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Oh, great.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
True that Hyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't feel like we're being directed by someone.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy!
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house!
At the time the door facing the road was blocked by its body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
There's one thing wrong with this, though. Everyone doubts Hyoko. Is that really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this. Hyoko is the...
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the closet?
And I know who to contradict.
So that's when you dropped the gummy!
You!
No, that's wrong!
About that gummy, did Hyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene is yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy?
Oh, geez.
Don't be stupid! I'm not done backing you into a corner yet!
Alright, what you got this time?
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Oh, because according to the autopsy report, she died instantly.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
As explained.
instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Stop it.
I'm sorry!
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously! That's not true!
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
That's very true, though.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me!
He is determined to back her into a corner.
We haven't decided that yet!
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Alright, alright. Let's prove him wrong.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her, but Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of!
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
But the shower room is out of
Allow me
order.
to cut through those words.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
I just love the fact that I'm so full of energy during these trials.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
But then again, if she did take her clothes off, her skin that had blood on it would have been soaked into her clothes, right? If her clothes were committing murder, that should have been impossible. Because she can't get undressed by herself. Wait, what? No. Is that really something feels
Damn
wrong?
it!
No, I hit the wrong one. Possible because she can't get dressed by herself.
I see!
Whoops.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. And only smelled a little.
So then you did smell.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Definitely true.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
And I'm pretty sure with that reaction that we saw when we break the rules, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me!
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Alright, we're gonna end this part 1 here, but we're gonna be recording part 2 literally as soon as possible. So, if you guys wanna see that as soon as possible, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!